Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good day everybody. Dr. Farah Ilyani is here. Our topic today is seeking the right intention. To me, this topic is very important because we live now in a day and age of social media where everything is seen, everything wants to be seen, and everyone wants to be seen and new and noticed. And I believed this is one of the main factors that causes our hearts to be very, very confused. Very, very confused in terms of why am I doing what I'm doing. My friends, everything that we do for our faith and in the name of our faith especially, it has to come with a clear set of intentions. I think the first thing that we need to talk about is when we talk about intentions, we talk about purpose, we talk about motivation, and we talk about motive. Motive is the thing behind our actions. So, like when you are doing something, let's say you are listening to this talk, maybe, or helping others in doing charities, let's say, or whatever. So, that is the thing that you are doing. That is the action. But when we talk about motive, we are talking about the thing behind the action. What is the underlying reason as to why you are doing something or not to do something? Why you are here or there? Ask ourselves, why am I here and why am I doing this? My friends, will care that the thing behind our action is our motive, the cause that creates the effect, because this world is all about cause and effect. And the effect is the outcome. The effect is the end. But what happens before that? How do things get started? For example, how does a great event manifest itself? What is the conceptualization and the ideas behind it? But even way before that, it would be the objective and the reason. The reason why we want to do something like this, that is the thing, in my opinion, that is going to give us the clarity. And the clarity is what is missing in today's world. Everything is so clouded and so blurry, and that is what causes confusion. My friends, the root that bears the fruits. So the intentions and the motives are the roots beneath the ground and unseen. Like if somebody were to do something so noble publicly, then those are the fruits, but you don't know the roots. You don't know the intention behind it, the purpose that brings about the meaning. Lastly, as we can see today, when we do something without the clarity of intentions, lots of us are doing the right things for the wrong reasons. So the problem that we have today is not that we have the few people doing the right thing, but internally and individually, we must all ask ourselves, why am I doing this and this? My friends, it doesn't matter what others think or perceive you, but what is the most important is what your heart feels and communicates, especially to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. My friends, motives require that to have the audacity to confront yourself. You have to confront yourself and ask yourself truthfully. Look at yourself, for example, in the mirror and ask yourself, why am I doing this? And this can be applied to anything at all. For example, why am I changing? Why am I attending classes? Why am I starting to pray 5 times a day earlier? Why am I starting to wear the hijab? Why am I working so hard? Why is this for? My friends, we have to be brave enough to have audacity and courage to question our own motives. Have we ever been questioned before about our intentions? Has anyone ever asked us before, like, hey, what are you doing this? Are you showing off? Why are you doing things that I do not want you to do? Have our intentions have been questioned like that before? And how did we feel? Before anyone comes to us and questions our motive, we should do that ourselves first. That is the challenge for all of us today. Usually, people have midlife crises because they wait so long for a certain age to ask themselves, but I think it is usually a valid question to be asked on a regular basis. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Surah Az-Zumar, verse 11, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم قل إني أمرت أن أعبد الله مخلصا له الدين صدق الله العظيم, which means, say, O Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, indeed I have been commanded to worship Allah, being sincere to Him in religion. The commandment to worship Allah comes with is paired with sincerity. We must believe that everything that we do for the religion, anything that we do in our acts of worship, our salah, our zakah, our siyam, our fasting and everything, it is interconnected to our life. We just have not perhaps paid enough attention to notice that everything is interconnected and everything affects anything else. So when Allah says, worship me and a'bud Allah, and then He says to do it with sincerity, ikhlas. Why? To have genuine hurt when you come, to have a genuine hurt when you intend to change, to transform your life for the better, to become a better person. So, my friends, everything that we do in our life, if we ask enough whys, like, why am I here? Why am I doing this? Why am I with this person? And why am I angry? And why am I going to work every day? And why am I working so hard? If we ask enough why, eventually we will get enough whys. And at the end of the day, we are doing things for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. For example, it may be I'm working so that I can support my family, so that I can save up for my children, so that I can send them to good schools in the future. I'm doing this for that, and for that. So at the end of the day, why? Because they are my responsibility, and Allah commands me that I must be responsible for them. So if we really look at it, and if we trade carefully and we go deeper and deeper and deeper, we will eventually find that at the bottom of our heart, at the end of it all, it is for the sake of Allah. قل إن صلاتي ونسكي ومحياي ومماتي لله رب العالمين. That's all from me. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.